Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with CircWorks. This is 100 Days of Making Comics, where I put aside at least 30 minutes a day in my busy schedule to work on my own personal comic book project. The project I'm working on is it's called Young and the Dead. It's a kids versus zombies, all ages story. It's kind of like Goonies meets Night of the Living Dead. You've probably already heard this if you're familiar with the show, but you know, every episode might be somebody's first. That's what they say about comics anyway. So maybe it's the same for YouTube videos. I don't know. Anyway, so today is day 17. What have I been working on? Well, I'm still working on the script. There's some problematic points towards the end of the script that I've been toying around with, and so the best thing for me to do in those kind of situations is kind of put those aside and work on something else. So I went back to the beginning of the script, and I should kind of tell you that right now is when I say script, it's just a bunch of story ideas in a note-taking app. It's got all the points and some of the dialogue, and it's just kind of how would I explain this? Kind of like a idea dump. So that's all there. All the pieces are there. Now I'm kind of got to try to put those pieces together. And the way I'm doing that, I went online. I researched a few different comic book scripting formats, and I found a pretty good one that I like. And it's quite a bit different than like the screenwriting, like a screenwriting format would be, and it works a lot better. It breaks everything down to panels, it numbers all the balloons, and before I just kind of wrote it like you would a screenplay, or I've done a couple teleplays for children's shows and things like that, so that's what I was familiar with. But this new format works a lot better, and I think in a future episode I'll kind of show you when I get further along. Maybe I'll kind of take you through some of that script as I'm working on it. But anyway, so I have gone to the beginning of the script, the part that I kind of know that I'm happy with, and this can all change as I go forward. But now I'm putting some structure to it, putting all the characters, their dialogue, the sound effects, all that. So that's where I am today. Not a whole lot new in the way of, I'd really like to, you know, I know, I'm always curious what people are interested in when they're watching these videos. I know different people take different approaches to these 100 days. Some people use it as a platform to just kind of draw and show their process. Some people, like me, so far all I've been doing is just kind of talking about that process, but I'm hoping that this is information that maybe some newcomers, or even people who've been doing this for a while, might find informative. So, but I do want to once I get further along in the drawing stages, I want to start showing some of the work. It's kind of hard to, it's kind of boring just to show a script. But I do want to get more into the drawing, but I've got to get the script done, and you know, I know it took some other people that are doing this challenge a while before they got past that script phase, so I don't feel too bad. But I would like to move along and get to actually some drawing and all that kind of stuff. But you know, I don't want to rush it either. So anyway, speaking of other people who are doing this challenge and everything, I believe Kevin Cross has the 100's Tumblr up, and that's at whatever the Tumblr, you know, however you search stuff on Tumblr, but it's basically it's the THEE, the number 100 with an S at the end. And that's the Tumblr site, and I'll put a link to this. So I don't even know why I'm bothering getting all confused on how to explain how to find that URL. But anyway, so I've just submitted out my bio and everything, and a couple other people already have theirs up there. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I really enjoy watching everyone that's doing this. I like their videos, but I think it'd be cool if more people joined in, and I think that's the whole idea behind this, and not just comics people, but but any kind of creative project, I'm sure Kevin would agree. He's the one that started this, Kevin Cross, but I'm sure he'd agree that the more the better, the more the merrier, and it's just kind of build this whole community. It's really cool. So if you're even thinking about it, really give it some serious thought, because when I started, I really, when I started doing this challenge, I really didn't know, I knew I was going to stick to it and everything, and but I didn't really think, how much I'd actually enjoy it. And it is fun, and it's kind of bringing me out of my shell, because usually I'm just sitting, in my studio at my desk, and it's giving me a chance to talk and get more comfortable talking about the stuff I do. And hopefully I can take that and do more with it. I'd like to do some drawing videos, some other process type stuff, maybe do some sketch cards or whatever, and film that, maybe a live stream. But so yeah, so I would really encourage anyone that's thinking about it, give it a shot. I mean, what have you got to lose? I mean, we'd like to all start something and finish it, but give it a shot. Worst case scenario, you try it out, maybe you're not digging it, but I would really, because you might really surprise yourself. So I encourage anyone to take the challenge, man, or lady, or whoever. So I'm having a good time doing this. I'm getting some positive feedback and people commenting. I've been asking a few questions, trying to get other people's opinions on some of the things I'm talking about, and it's got some really good feedback on that. I really appreciate that. So anything like that. I'm new to YouTube. I'm trying to build this channel and everything. So I have a question for all you YouTubers out there, something that I tried to research on because I couldn't figure out how to do it, and I didn't really come up with any answers. So when some people comment on my page, or my YouTube page, and it's like a linked comment. It'll say linked comment, and sometimes there's a place for me to reply directly to them, and sometimes there isn't. And I was just kind of curious why that was. If anyone knows, because I would like to, if anyone does comment, I would like to make sure that they see my response, and that there's not always a reply there. And I don't know if it depends when it's a link comment, where you're actually commenting from, if it's another social media site. So if any of you guys know why that is, please let me know, so so I can get back to everyone. But yeah, that's a question I had. I'm sure I'll have more as I go, and I appreciate all the response and everything. This is one of those that I didn't really put much planning into, so I'm gonna probably cut it off here. I appreciate you guys sticking with me through my rambling. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have some little more thoughts and things to talk about laid out. See you guys tomorrow. That is all.